Okay. Hello. Hello, welcome to Psi Divine, testing my microphone. Psi Divine, testing my microphone. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Let me know if you can or can't hear me. Hopefully you can. Hopefully you can. Sorry about that. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. Late night reading for whoever needs to hear it, and questions if necessary. So let's see what's going on. Worries, concerns. If the audio's bad, let me know. Okay, so somebody might be feeling that energy of others trying to control you. But there is something coming in soon. Let's see. Your divine vision. Is this backward? Okay, that's not. Sorry, I'm looking at my TV too. Make sure you are do what you gotta do to calm yourself. Do what you need to do to calm yourself at this time. Who are you having an issue with? Ooh. Guides and goddesses, whoever this is for, the universe might be wanting you to make a decision. And I've been feeling that for a while. Might be time to make a decision about what you want to do with your life. What's next? You have options. Some of you are tired of your surroundings. You might need a change of scenery. But there it is again. Offer coming in. But this is when you're going, okay, karma. Karma. The universe is, well, not the universe. Let me take that back. It's not that big. You might be getting tested. Guides, goddesses, you might be dealing with a test of your emotional strength. I hear, are you listening? Justice. This feels a little bit more like someone not appreciating you. You might be really seeing the fruits of that tree. Yeah. Okay. So, the next test coming in. What I keep hearing is gratitude. So, coming up next, you're going to do something out of the kindness of your heart. This may be a financial gift. This could be valuable time. And the way you're going to get your thank you from whoever you're doing this nice favor for, your thank you, might be hard to decipher if that's a thanks or a pile-on. This will start through messaging. Attitude check. So there's going to be a test to see how long it's going to take for you to become negative, angry, pissed off. Check a motherfucker, let them know. Oh boy, you ain't the one. And the Magician. Let's dig a little deeper into what type of... Whatever this is, it does have a cost to it. It stalls you out. I would compare it to like something in the range of giving someone a ride to work. So you give someone a ride to work. They don't chip in on the gas. They don't give a flying flippity flap about your time. When you arrive to pick them up, they're late or they're still getting ready. It costs you time, costs you money, makes you late, puts you in a situation, and instead of saying thank you, they ask, maybe if you'll do it again. What do they want? What's the message of semi-thank you? Confusion, the con. And you might have had a feeling this was coming or that they were going to act like that. Well, you have that feeling because they did it before. Guides, goddesses. Ingrate. Ingrate. Ooh. So there's a little bit of data that you're going to have to unlearn. So keep your wits about you. I don't know why I hear like 3, so this could be over the next 3 days that you might tolerate the bullshit. But this improves your awareness abilities. And even better than that, you get, okay, well, you don't get it, but whoever this is that's taking advantage of your kindness, who are you? Let's see. Paula. You're new to this channel. Anyways, don't. Should we do this right here? Maybe your life includes lots of people you'll never meet. Sorry about that. Back to things and people that matter. Oh, look. The frenemy. So God's guidance says, be mindful of your energy, but you do have a friendly frenemy that is going to take advantage of your good nature and your kindness. It happens. So, I know you guys will be okay. Thank you, Tiffers. Ooh, Tarot Destroyer. 4,000 calories. Do you cook for me? Should we see what's going on in your data? You're bored. I was feeling the energy of somebody having to deal with idiots. Hello, Diani. And by the way, Tarot Destroyer, I'm not making money off this channel. Stupid. And I do readings for free. Let's do what your parents should have did and silence you. I don't sit in the middle of a field and pray to the moon, my dear. I will cuss you the fuck out. And then I'll read all your personal data. Hello, Goddess. Diani, do you have a question? I hope that wasn't your data about you being nice to somebody who isn't gonna do right by your kindness. I wish I had an EBT card. I do, because then I could stand behind you at the grocery store and you could tell me what stuff to buy. I'm not here to prove anything to do with that, so... Oh. Your mother should have swallowed you. Anyways, some people really just are bored. So while Goddess Diani works on her question, your friend's going to another country with her children. Will everything be... Oh. Okay. Okay, first card. Okay, why do I keep getting the card of illusions? There's some extra data in your question. Why are they something very specific about why they're going. Yes, they'll be alive, they're okay, but something specific about why they're going? Hello, Champagne. How are you, goddess? Something is forgotten on something is forgotten. Forgetfulness. I don't know why I get the feeling about medication. Something that is forgotten that they cannot get there. So, if something important doesn't get taken or is inaccessible to them, there, the others, silence. So if you are conversating with them, make sure you remind your friend to double check on the packing. Feels like something important is forgotten and it's difficult to acquire there, if not impossible. So that's why I'm leaning towards medication. Maybe. It's missing. Yeah, it's like whatever it is that is forgotten. What's forgotten is very important, and people are assholes about acquiring it. Puts them in a different position. And the next card coming was medical stuff. Can she be okay here and change her mind? Yeah, whatever it is. Like it feels like a gigantic hassle. So if your friend is going, just be mindful of the packing, I guess. I don't see anything major though. I don't see any major issues other than forgetting something that, okay, the words antihistamine come through, so I don't know if there's just, it feels like not like a crucial life or death, but major discomfort. Annoyances. Yeah, something forgotten. But what do you mean, can she change her mind? Do you mean like, can she change her mind and not travel? Noteworthy, Tarot Destroyer, I blocked you. How did you get back in? Can she change her mind and be where you are? Yes. Yes, I feel like it would take more than just you wanting that. So I don't know, Like it would take someone else agreeing to it, wanting it too. If there were financial concerns suddenly, is your friend afraid to go, or do you feel like there's nervousness to go with this? Is somebody going for some? Is there some type of connection issue going on? Somebody going, maybe going to meet somebody? Next question, Diani. Are you feeling something weird about this? Is your clairvoyance kicking in? You got some concerns? Are you just nervous about the location? Again, there's something most important that gets forgotten. Interesting. Just make sure your friend has thought of everything that needs to be packed. This includes paperwork, any traveling paperwork, travel insurance. Does Deanne's friend need travel? Yeah, that comes back. Does person need travel insurance? Safety. No way to know, right? I'm getting a lot of confusion out of this. But there is something else that needs to be looked into in case of emergencies. But most people don't do stuff like that. I mean, you just don't think anything weird's going to happen. So, what sudden, unexpected events could happen? I get illness. Sickness. Don't see it coming. Unexpected. And whatever the event is, this was in reverse, so there is having to deal with negative energies, people with bad attitudes, or people who are just indifferent or placing judgment on your friend for some reason or another. And you, okay, you said she's going with kids. Allergies, illness, response to the food. It doesn't feel like anything like really bad, but it just feels like having to deal with shitty ass people attitudes. Maybe they don't like how she looks, where she came from. So there's not a rush to offer assistance, or they're just not as nice about it. Stingy with, oh, and then the devil comes out. I don't know if I like that. Oh, she's going to her man. That's the union. Okay. Can she? She's going to her man, but can she take him back? Clarify, please. Do you mean will she travel and bring the person back with her? Or do you mean going there and being with that person? She's going back to her man. Hello, Sag Bell. How are you? If I didn't say that already, my apologies. Ooh, that's not a good card. Okay, so going back for affairs of the heart, 444. This involves health and support. Clarify the lover who becomes the hater. May not be the most successful outcome. And there's going to be an ending because somebody might be selfish, or she might discover there that he has a life there, and that might include knowing other people. I'm gonna stop there. Who knew? So there are some things that your friend's gonna find out when she gets there. Maybe realizing she made a sacrifice, but I do get that it's not gonna it's not like she's gonna not believe what she sees. Love. And maturity. So somebody has love, another person needs to grow the fuck up. And someone's going to push somebody's buttons, so there may be a little bit of conflict. What's the conflict, dude? Things that she finds out. Things that might not have been 100% true. So the person might be talking about their job, how they work. That's going to be different. I don't want to say everything I see here, but there's another feminine. There's another feminine energy. And he may have been looking at that feminine energy, giving a lot to one, giving little to another. I'm not saying who is who. Tower. I just heard something about somebody's not being all they're cracked up to be. Waiting for maybe nothing? Some stalling. Okay, so if you talk to your friend and there's any problems, just be a great open ear for your friend when they get there. It's what they have to learn. And this will bring things back. Balance will be restored. Balance will be restored, though. I don't know if that dude is being all the way honest with your friend about what kind of offers he's got going out there. Justice comes out in reverse. I don't like that. Hopefully you can be a good ear for your friend, though. So she may not like the energy. Wow, at the back is the journey, though. Let's see what happens. The Magician. Ooh. 2 swords and some fighting. Some bad communication. Something happens. I just saw 2 people fighting. One walks away. One goes looking for that person. So I don't know if they have the type of fight where somebody leaves and walks away and the other goes looking. So that could be pretty explosive. So this could be your person may not like the company her man is keeping. Or I also see an image of people walking down a street and people saying hello, like, you know, you with your man and hot lady number 2, 3, and 4 walk by. And the man's like, hey, bitches. And it's a bad look. It's an uncomfortable look. Ew, looks like flirting, looks like making offers and connecciones. Does the masculine in this story think that they have a right to do this? Oh, where's your friend going? Okay, she left her to her father and then come back here because that her life there is useful. Is this some type of environment where the men rule the women? Or or are we talking about a masculine who's just heavy on the ego and thinks very reserved and thinks a woman belongs? Kitchen in the bedroom. Is this? That's weird. Yeah. Oh. Lessons to be learned. Lessons to be learned. Buttons to be pushed. Your friends are going to go and learn some more stuff about that person. What I just heard is you can't clean up all the mess. Misdirection. Mystery. You can't clean up all the mess. So she'll have to see it. But that's necessary. Necessary. It's a part of her awakening. Or, you know, or she can roll over and go back to sleep and ignore it. But there is stuff to learn. That's tough. And then subtraction. So there is going to be some growth, decisions to make. I don't want to say detachment and cord cutting but then look, furniture comes out. Get Leo energy, somebody who could be can't get the words out. Bad communication, egotistical, intolerant, bossy, narrow-minded. I don't like this person. But your friend does have a lesson to learn. I don't see anything crazy other than typical fucked up shit. And maybe one day she will have gratitude for her decisions in the situation if she chooses to not engage in the fuckery. So be a good ear for your friend. Just be a really good ear for your friend. I'll stop there. You're welcome. But whatever happens, please don't relay any elements of this reading. Not everybody's data is to be altered. Some really does have to be experienced. Sag Bell, what happened to your family court case with your parents? What's going to happen? It's in motion. Family court case that you are totally thinking about a lot. Obsessing over harmful matters. What's the progress? Okay, so what I'm just getting is gravity. You need to strengthen your thought process. Sorry for shaking the table. Okay. What's the next event? Sag's court case. Parents. Is there some type of looking at you? Watching? I know the word's not survey. That's not the word. Testing, monitoring. Monitoring your behavior? Looking at your behavior. I hear something about living conditions. Okay. So go on to that. I don't know. Do you need someone to back you up on the living conditions? Go around. Not sure how it will go. What the judge will decide. Okay. Outcome 6 months from now. Oh, sorry, am I blocking the camera? Okay. 6 months from now, 6 months from now, I heard something about battle of wits. Battle of wits. Somebody wants to prove that you are doing something bad. Karma. I don't know if you have a history of doing something bad or if history of somebody saying you're doing something bad. But there's a group or more than one person with opposing beliefs and opinions, right? And they're standing on their square. What will you be doing? I feel like you get what you want, right? I feel like you get the outcome you want with regards to a protective environment for self or family, however that works for you. But it's going to involve some people looking over your shoulder. Where do you need to be mentally for that? What do you need to be mentally? What is such? Okay, this sounds weird, maybe. Okay. I feel like there's words. This sounds so weird. I feel like there's words you need to know so you can speak their language. Sacred wisdom, but this was in reverse. So it's like, okay, I'm just going to finish what was coming out. It's like a system that takes advantage of your lack of knowledge. Balanced chaos. And this is a journey regarding your divinity, right? But there's that pop quiz. And that's 101, that's lesson data. So you have knowledge already, but I feel like there's a way you need to talk. There's a certain kind of way you need to fight that has greater value than just being emotional. So I don't know if you're seeing a lot of fours at this time. The live action role player. Ooh. So yeah, you are going to have to play their game. Mm-hmm. And you're dealing with people who recognize what you're going through as a need, but what they're doing on a professional level has to do with greed. So there's a fire that kind of needs to appear to be extinguished. Passive. There's comment. Okay. So the challenge at this time is, and that's the card, law and order. Building up your strength, controlling yourself, progress, clarify the criminal. So there's somebody in this situation, I'm not going to say who it is, I ain't pointing no fingers. There's somebody in your situation that isn't being honest about the block, the blockage, the resistance. Libra energy. Justice. Why are they lying? Two keeps coming back. Why are they lying? Because of the connections. Okay, so I think you mentioned something about multiple times, or multiple events in dealing with this. So because of that, they can pull back support, they can fudge a little bit, lie a little bit, they can pull back support. So right now, 4 comes out again regarding wellness, stability, having faith in the outcome you want. You need to be moving in the energy of the outcome you want. I know that's a weird thing to say when you're talking about a roof over your head. But there is a level of self-control you need to have even while they don't have self-control. And it's like turning the other cheek, and turning the other cheek as if you have 50 cheeks, and that ain't the fucking case. You're dealing with high ego energy. So the work here is for you to control how you think, your emotions, how you respond to the bullshit. This is dark. I don't like what's coming, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. Are you looking needy enough? Are you looking like you need the support? I know, I can see they're trying you. I can see that but it's going to take dedication. 4 comes back again at the bottom of the deck. Ooh. There's something you need to be reading, studying. I would say consulting also, but if you are consulting with any legal people about this, do a little bit of backup reading on your own too. I feel like there's some comparisons, people who have been through similar situations, and maybe there's just a certain way to communicate. Maybe there's a certain, the word I'm getting is jargon. What do you need to look like? What comes out is good guide, a leader, someone worthy of praise, successful. 6 comes out. And this is my card of self-control. So you definitely got to look in control. So you okay? Is there a company that would help Sagittarius feel free? So my question was, is there a company that would work with you or help you for free? I get that. And if you find them, make sure you read or see what their history is like. So make sure you're researching who you're working with, so there's no major loss or misunderstanding, confusion. something like ACLU or some type of organization like that. You may already have an idea of who can do that type of assistance. Mm. Okay, so if you said that, yes, there was some disturbance about it. But what keeps coming out is control. Control of the self, trusting yourself though, and respecting yourself. Make it about you. Making it about you and your progress, your abilities, and needs. Ooh. You slept that it works at AC. Okay, so you've already had some connections with ACLU. Okay. Well, maybe the universe was showing you a little bit of who you need to deal with. Maybe all those no's might be people in there that you don't want to work with within a situation like that. But there are companies, organizations that will help. I feel like you're going to have to do your research before you settle on one person, though. Because I see a couple of like meet people and then say no. But here's the group. After you say no once or twice, there's the group. There's the group, but you have to take the first steps. You have to take the first steps, but when you find the one you're comfortable with, intuitively speaking, there will be a connection. Could be a female. Could be a female, female who knows, like they go specifically for your type of situation. They know how to deal with being told no. They've experienced it. If you start looking, you're going to find that person very soon. You're going to feel the love and the connection that they have too. Like they will have a loving approach. There may also be something specific about who they are, or maybe they represent. Could be ACLU, but they could also be. They might also like rainbows. I'm gonna stop right there. Oh. Okay. Is the person named Coco? Have you met this person yet who will help you the next step? Have you met this person? You might have saw this person in a group, but you guys didn't cross paths. So you may have been in a room with them. There is some type of connection you've already had with that person, but you guys didn't, maybe you didn't talk to each other. They're part of a group. But they're going to help. But please remember what I said. You're going to have to observe the people who come in to help. Because there's going to be some no's that you're going to have to be strong enough to. And not all the help is acceptable help. Not all the help is good help. Not all of them you're just going to feel that energetic connection to. Whoever this person is the divine energy coming in to help you. Test at the bottom. There's going to be some commonalities between the two of you. Like they're going to have some life stories or something they say is going to let you know they've experienced some of the uncomfortable things you are going through. So stop asking and start looking. Because you got a little bit of experience to get through. Because right now there may not be a clear path. But it will come through. But you got to make the first steps and go seek out the help. You're going to have to put some focus into it. Got to put a little focus into it. Yeah, you're gonna have to. I don't know how to tell you to do that, but there is gonna have to be some verification that people know what the fuck they're talking about. There's gonna have to be some verification that people aren't just being greedy. Doing anything, wasting time. So there are some conversations, some looking at people's history of successful outcomes, and then listening to people who are just, what it feels like is just like people doing the job because they don't have a choice. Loving yourself. Loving yourself. That's a wide question. What does the judge consider you, though, on the overall? Silently, what are the judge's thoughts? There may be some thoughts. Whoever the judge is, they paint everything with one brush. The world is a nail. They have a hammer, and all they have is a hammer. Is what I'm getting. Don't take their anti-giving nature personal. It's who they are. Whoever the judge is may also think, they also may think they see something. Whatever you're doing wrong, they're going to believe what is written over what is said, which is another reason I was saying it wouldn't be a bad idea to learn how they communicate. Whoever the judge is, they operate off old data. They saw you as a problem. They think you have a problem. Hello, RD. You asked about your parents. They think there's a problem. Other people may have also added to that by agreeing that there's a problem. So there's the observation. There may be just a desire to treat you like a child. And they may think that they're doing it out of obligation. But they might have always been that type of energy. Egotistical, bossy, and narrow-minded. Okay. Sorry, babe. Well, when I'm saying old data, I mean maybe that person has been a judge for a long time. So they kind of like, okay, that person stole some candy. I always give candy thieves 100 years behind bars. That type of old data. They were taught an old way of thinking and they still have it. Hmm. Yeah, there's some stuff you gotta learn. You'll have to do some research. I feel like there's something similar to what you've gone through that will give you some awareness of what to expect. And also how not to act. How not to respond. You may have somebody in the background thinking you're abusive or you're abusing substances or user abusing. Ooh, well, that's a nice ending. You are the God of all that you focus on. But there's an ending in here. Yep, drugs keep coming back. Drug comes back again. Magic comes back again. Is somebody saying that you're around that type of environment? Or are your parents medicated? Now, if that's not the case, somebody is addicted to getting high off of the way they behave with others. So that could go back to the judge. Like I said, the drug could be power. That could be your parents too. The drug could be power. Finance. That's weird. I just got somebody being written out of a will. Somebody being written out of something. Find your smile, find your healing time. The others are lessons, but they're lessons, but there is some more conversations and meetings that you need to do, so that you know how to say what needs to be said and not say too much. So, my dear, you have some furniture shopping to do. And whoever is going to help you should not have any problem answering questions, telling you about their background. And there should be some familiarity. The one that will help you, at least at this point, has gone through some of what you're going through, if not a lot of all that you're going through right now. Dirty deeds. Hey, guess what though, Sag Bell? It's not new data. It's not really, really new data. You have a gift of doing research, so there's some tools inside of you that you gotta find. Time to dig in the toolbox of self because you're going up against a criminal-minded opposition. So there's an urge. So it is the people close to you who can fuck you up the most, can fuck you up the best. This is a part of your awakening too, by the way. No, I won't say part. A lot of the awakening is painful, by the way. Manifest with intention. Make sure you're not... Okay. That's another thing you need to do too. Who's a good author? I like Neville Goddard. His videos are on YouTube. Neville Goddard. And he writes about changing your feelings so that the new feelings can be reflected into your orbit, can be put into your orbit. This frenemy keeps coming up here. Comes back again. God within you. So you got to do some God work real quick, right? It's going to be a little bit boring, but you got to dig in and find that person you can talk to, who can deal with the legal aspects. I don't get that part, what you're saying, Sag Bell. But bias against you, I think it's bias against everybody. I think it's more like an umbrella. There's room for others. Room to be biased against others, not just you. Is it a color issue? I don't know. I feel like it's somebody who just looks at most people a certain way. And I can't pull names, Sag Bell. I don't have cards for all of that. Not, okay, the name Terry came through, but I don't think that's your data. I don't think that's yours. So sorry I don't know the name. Tarot Destroyer, what do you want? What do you want? Oh, the name of the person. Yes, exactly like you spelled it. G-O, that's the first name. And then the next name is Goddard. So, Tarot Destroyer, while you're still sitting here being a tard. I'm sorry that the only way you figured out how to get attention in life is to be disruptive. That's pretty useless. That's slightly useless. What you gonna do with that energy? Take a breath, goddess. Whatever this data is, it's gonna make itself known to you. You'll find it. You'll find it. And you'll find the person you need to talk to also. That comes back up. So if it's not ACLU, it is an organization that fights for the rights of others. But you gotta make some of them first steps. You gotta make the first steps. And I need you to move past hopeful. Find those Neville Goddard books. Look at the one, I don't know if that one's on YouTube. Okay, so there's one called Feeling is the Secret. And then there's another one called Resurrection. Resurrection's going to be a lot longer to get through, but there might be an audio version you can listen to. I suggest, if you can, get your hands on a copy of the book where you can read it, digest it, read it again more than once. The book is going to show you different ways of manifesting what you're trying to get. And I'm telling you about that book because I've seen results using the book. And it has to do with changing the way you think. Getting rid of that word hope is a great start. Hope is still the awareness of absence. So if you have the time and energy, check out his books. I would suggest that for everybody. If you're open to something that isn't love and kisses, but that author wrote several books that really changed the way I saw things, and really, really showed me how to manifest and how to think differently. The book Resurrection will even tell you about prayer, and he writes with Bible verses in certain parts of the book, but That's the first writer I go to whenever I'm going through emotions. Or needing to get something done, stressed out, feeling like kicking some people down a flight of stairs type of stuff, I go to those books. And just reading a couple of chapters, it's not a big book. You should be able to read the whole book in one sitting. But you should go back and read each chapter multiple times. You may have to, just so so it really clicks how what you say can become your environment. Try those books. Try those, and if you can apply what he's saying, if you think you can apply it, try it for just 2 weeks. And take notes and see if you don't manifest something. See if something doesn't really happen. I would put a year's worth of luxurious long micro braids on it. And I don't want to sit for micro braids, but I would put I would put a lovely micro braid install on it. I would bet it. I would bet that. If you're open to it. So that's why I'm saying read the book. At least read a couple of chapters repeatedly. Just so it really clicks on what thoughts to discard. Period. Like, stop talking like that. Because the universe will give you what you're asking for. So I hope you can give it a chance. I hope that works. Hope is still the focus of maybe not. But I do think that writer in particular, he wrote quite a few books, but Resurrection is probably my number one go-to when I'm feeling like I need to really manifest or you're too emotional. Being emotional can't get your head straight so that you can focus and do the work you need to do. I turn to that book. And you ain't got to read the whole book each time. Reading one chapter will suffice. Once you've read the whole book a few times. One chapter, you'll have to read one chapter and it'll all click right back in. But I could tell you that's been something I could say I have seen results. Not even a question. Like unusual results. It's draining, yes, maybe because you need to find your art or it's time to move out of that environment. Those people are your lessons. Especially if you're surrounded by people that are problematic. Those people are your lessons. But how long do you study the book for? You take the test, you move on. And if you think you're around, especially if you think you're around soulless people, there's definitely, they're a part of your knowledge. They're a part of your learning or awakening. Over the next month, next 30 days or so, don't stay in hermit mode. Don't sit around wondering what to do next and not doing it. Time is of the essence. Okay, you have dark circles. I don't know how dark your circles are, dear, but I could tell you if you're stressing, that'll make those. Sometimes dark circles under the eyes can be hereditary. And or very simple, it could just be you ain't getting enough sleep. I get dark circles when I'm sleeping like 3 or 4 hours. Steaming, all that stuff's great. Are you getting 8 to 9 hours of sleep every night? Are you getting enough rest? Are you drinking enough water? Yeah, you need around 8 or 9 hours of sleep. Steady sleep. Your focus on the others isn't helping your sleep condition either. Just saying. You oversleep. That can be an issue too. Why are you oversleeping? Okay, so if you're peeing all the time, do you go to the bathroom at night while you're sleeping? When you're supposed to be sleeping, do you wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom? If you're doing that, you're dealing with interrupted sleep. So I'm not saying you're not getting your full hour, 8 hours, but interrupted sleep, not good either. Okay, so if you feel tired, that is going to give you bags under the eyes. Maybe you need to try an alarm clock and a good eye mask. Mine is across the room. I'll show you mine. Whenever I'm really sleepy and I know I have like a certain amount of time to sleep and then get up and I'm not going to get my 8 hours, I wear an eye mask. They make some really good ones. Like I wear the ones with like pockets around the eyes so you can open up your eyes under the mask. Very comfortable. At this time, I don't see anything major going on with your health. So maybe you need to figure out what's going on in your sleep. Have you tried a sleeping app? And I'm giving you suggestions before saying go see a doctor, but there's something unhealthy that you do before you go to bed. Coffee, caffeine of any kind. But more than any of that, I feel like stress is a major factor for you. Stress, depression, sadness. Continuously asking. You need to disconnect yourself. Yes. I don't know if you sleep near electronics. Get that shit out of the way too. Get the electronics away from your head at night. Put them across the room or in a different room if it's safe to do so. If it's not safe to put that stuff in another room, try getting it away from you where you sleep. Rambling Bunny, you like classical music. See, I couldn't go to sleep to that. I would be listening to it. I would be totally like just laying there like, who is this? I gotta look this up. For me, when I really, really need to get my rest, again, it's the eye mask. There are some videos that I like on YouTube. There's a channel I watch. What's the name? Oh, I'm so bad. I think it's John Moyer, Moyer. And it's just, I like the voice, low talking, and little graphics that help you, relax. My advice, though, is always, if you think you're having sleeping trouble, stop with the electronics. That includes the TV. Turn it all off. Try sleeping in a dark room. And give your body an opportunity to find its own natural time to sleep. On your phone, that's it. Okay. Well, get that excitable device away from you when it's time to go to bed. Put it away as early as you can before you go to bed. If you could put your phone down an hour before you go to sleep, you might increase the likelihood or give your brain an opportunity to come down off the high stimulus of being able to swipe through data. Try that. But you have a lot of options to getting the right amount of rest. But okay, guys, I just wanted to come on and do a reading. And I'm glad you guys were here. Shout out to the trolls. Those who trolled in the chat, how you doing? Hello, Judith. Excuse my middle finger. I was talking about the light on the ceiling. You have the hot and cold mask in your cart. I don't know about the temperature stuff. Unless you know that works for you. The eye mask I'm talking about is dry. It's made just for sleep. They have eye masks just for sleep. And they have space, just enough space on this part that you can open your eyes up on the inside. Try that. I don't really deal with the hot and cold. But if you know that works for you, go for that, I guess. If you don't know if it works for you, freeze a spoon and then hold it over your eye, like where your circle's at. Hold it for like 15, 30 seconds. See if that helps. See if that helps. At least to let you know how a temperature eye mask would do for you. Homemade eye mask cut up in egg box? I don't even understand where you're going with that, Rambling Bunny. I asked again. I got another no. There is a solution out there for you. There is a solution out there. But if it runs in the family and other family members have it, maybe some fading cream, but not too close to the eyes. Oh, also, that just popped in. Sagittarius Bell. Um, have you tried a sleep app? They make apps that listen to how you sleep. So you can hear if you're, it's possible. I'm not saying you are. I'm not. Sometimes people sleep in a certain way. Maybe they snore, or maybe you sleep and you have apnea where you stop breathing for a little while. Have you tried a monitoring app? Definitely look into it. All of a sudden, all right. I hope this was helpful, guys. Oops. If it was helpful and you're new here, please like, comment, and subscribe. Unless you're one of the people that was trolling the channel. If you were, please go run in traffic. Anyways, for everybody else, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. And you're going to be okay. Especially you, Sag Bell. But be patient. The awakening is cruel. The awakening can feel a little bit cruel and cramped, but you'll come out just fine on the other side. Okay, red what? Lavender next to the bed. But it smells nice. But it would also probably be nice to disconnect from this device and move it to a different room where it doesn't bother you. I'm just saying. Thank you, Sag Bell. Thank you, RD. Thank you. Is it Tiffers? And Sag Bell, you're going to be fine. Take a breath. But yes, the awakening is difficult. Very difficult. And it feels like a Ferris wheel that just doesn't stop. So you're strong, you're doable, you'll get through it. Oh, you already got that. Okay, so you already got your lavender. Well, I hope it's helpful. But I do think that bringing the lights down as much as you can, darkness, healthy eating, there's a lot of reasons to look into, but get your rest. All right, you guys. I'm going to get my rest now. I will try to leave you guys a reading for tomorrow. Or two. The beginning is near. Whoa, Lord. The beginning of what, RD? Or the reset. Oh. I'm not sure what all that means. So I'll have to do some world readings soon. Aha, it is, you're right, RD. It is better than that. Okay. I don't want to think about it either. It's time for ice cream. Thank you, Sag Bill. I appreciate you. And I appreciate all you guys too who are here. Even the quiet ones. I appreciate you too. Just promise me you'll try to get your rest. Beauty rest is necessary. And do what you can to turn off the TV and phone. And you may not recognize that you're hearing a buzz, but if your hearing is decent, you could be hearing, a low TV. Or your favorite show coming on while you're trying to sleep. But definitely, please, do your best to get 8 hours. Set your clock if you have to. Hello, Jake. You're late. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. We will do this again very soon. I love you guys. Have a good night. And remember, even though the trolls in the chat are not, you are well. See you next time. Bye.